Hello and welcome to another training video for TheVacationCalendar.com. Today we are going to learn more about the different types of users and how to go about setting them up. First, if you come to the home page, which you can always access by clicking on the logo, and then navigate to the help section, there is a very detailed overview of the different types of roles, and so it talks about what those roles can do, as well as gives you a full listing of all the different functionality and which users are able to perform those functions. Now, to do a quick overview, first is the administrator. And so the administrator typically is the person who set up the TheVacationCalendar.com account in the first place. And that's really the power user who's able to set things up for the account. For example, they are the ones that create the bulletin board, they can add and remove users, they can define the different categories for things like the blogs, and they also have the ability to edit other people's vacations. Now, the administrator with owner privileges, this is just simply an administrator who can also book their own vacations on the calendar. And so that is just an add-on feature for the administrator. Now, the owner is probably a little bit of a misleading name, something I may need to change in the future. The reason I call it an owner is that when I built this site over 15 years ago for my in-laws who had a vacation home, that home was owned by all of the siblings. Therefore, each of the siblings was an owner and was allowed to schedule vacations. Nobody else was allowed to schedule vacations and were all guests. And so that's where the name came from. The owner does not need to imply that they actually own the vacation home. It is simply the user that has the ability to schedule vacations. And then finally is the guest. Now, the guest is typically a single user and it is just a password. And this can be given to anyone and everyone that you would like to be able to log into the account and view the photos, the calendar, and other information, but they are not able to schedule vacations. They are just able to request to join a vacation or request to use the house. So let's just dive on in real quick and set up a user. So you come to the admin section and then you open up settings and come to users. Now I have two owners set up, so let's add a guest user. I choose guest from the drop down, and you'll notice that the username, the first name, last name, and email all become uneditable. That's because these users do not have the ability to have their own unique individual. It is a single password used by multiple people. And I'll confirm that. And we'll add the user. Perfect. Now you'll notice that the user is not enabled, so if I want it to actually work, I need to click that checkbox and have that get saved. And the setup process is very similar, except for the fact that you'll see that there is a first name, last name, and email address because these are unique accounts associated with a specific person. The last thing I want to show you is if you want to change the password for the actual administrator, that is done up here on the top right, and then you come to settings, and here you have the ability to change your password if you are the administrator. As a user, you can also go in and change your password in that same location. Now, the one change from the old version of the site is you can now set up multiple administrators, and so if you want multiple people to have that full power, that is now a possibility as well. I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more training. We are continually adding new videos to explain all of the functionality that is in the site. And also please follow us on Facebook, as that is where we announce new features and we'll hopefully start to build up a user community there. Just search for the Vacation Calendar in either YouTube or Facebook. Thank you very much.